I think fundamentally what obviously varies is the length, because when you're doing a TV commercial, it's like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute max, right? Now, when you are doing a television series, now, the lengths are usually 7-minute episodes or 11-minute episodes, right? When you're doing a feature film, obviously it's 90 minutes, right? So I think in all these three forms of content, your storytelling arc, how you build. So obviously the longer the medium, the longer the opportunity for you to build your characters, right? Feature film provides you, I would say, the best opportunity to really build and allow you to draw your audience into the character. Series, it's a lot quicker. It's almost like eating a 5-course meal versus eating a burger. So I think when you eat a 5-course meal, it's a whole different experience because you enjoy and appreciate and savor every course, right? Whereas when you are looking at 11-minute, it's like a burger. You want to have a quick bite, enjoy, finish, get your job done, and move on, right? So the audience expectation also, because the audience attention span is that, because if somebody likes something, you may watch maybe 3 or 4 episodes together. You will binge. Sometimes you may not. You are these days people are sometimes watching shows on their mobile phones, on a train ride to work or a metro ride to work, or wherever. You have maybe just 20 minutes. You'll decide mein 2 episodes take them, right? So I think it's tough normally because particularly when you're doing 11-minute episode, because the audience will tune in for that 11 minutes. In that 11 minutes, you have to set up your story, your character, you have to understand, build the climax, and then pay off, right? So it's like a condensed version of a feature film. So I think what happened with Yoga with Modi was that we were approached with an idea of doing a series which was on yoga, and so then I felt that obviously you have someone like Yoga, Baba Ramdev doing it, he's obviously doing it, but very often I felt that there wasn't enough of a scientific approach to the whole thing. Many times people do it because when you are in a television medium, most of the time you are sort of seeing somebody from one perspective watching this, right? So how do you understand whether your pose or your angle is correct, right? So sometimes you need to understand it, that if am I standing straight, is my spine straight or not? Now maybe your front se nahi pata chala, I'm slouching, you will not come to know. But the moment if my camera is on the side, I do come to know. So that's something that we brought. Also, I think the other thing when we were looking at this is, I said that I definitely want people know that everybody should do yoga, but a lot of people don't know that there are times when if you have certain health conditions, you should not be doing certain yoga asanas, right? So if a lady is pregnant, she shouldn't be doing it. If you have a spinal problem, you have spondylitis, you should be doing certain asanas, right? So there are these, asanas, and there are certain times where you should be doing certain if you have a particular, right? So how does it impact your various systems in the human body? Whether it's a muscle system, whether it's your skeletal system, whether it's your digestive system or your nervous system, right? So I also wanted to bring out that how each of these gets impacted basis the asana that you do. So that's exactly what we were basically looking and aiming for. So that I wanted it to be very, very scientific, very accurate. People understand it in a much better manner, right? And then the other important thing, obviously, then the whole question was who should be the model or these things. So in my mind, it was very clear that, it should be our Prime Minister because he gave Yoga Day, International Yoga Day. So in my mind, there cannot be any other larger icon than that, which is when I suggested, that let's have him. And I think we were very, very fortunate that he gave us his consent and we were able to do it. I think my biggest challenge, honestly, when I started my career 30 years back, is to learn animation, right? And I was just extremely fortunate that I found Ram Mohan sir and he took me under his wing. So he was my guru and my mentor. And I had two actually brilliant teachers. One was Mr. Ram Mohan, Ram Mohan sir, and the other was someone called as Ashish Khosla. So he was a IIT programming biscuit, from IIT Mumbai, and he started a company way back called Computer Graphiti, which is the company that I eventually took over, and he started it again as Graphiti as you see it today.